So I wanted to make this video to give you guys my thoughts on racism and hate. Racism is something that is found all over the planet, everywhere on the earth, in every civilization, every culture, and every society. There exists that segment of which that doesn't like people that are different than them. So I do believe on the one hand it is a naturally occurring feeling to want to be with people like yourself, to self-segregate with people that you see similarities with. But on the other hand, a lot of the anger, hatred, and racism is a direct result of circumstance and things that happened in our lives. And we need to pay close attention to that and understand that people may seem a certain way from one perspective. You may look at one group in society and be able to point fingers at them and say, they're at fault for this, 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 and they need to improve themselves by doing this, this, and this. But you have to understand that people are born into difficult situations. People are born into circumstances of which they have no control over. I'm using myself as an example. I had a very difficult life, and I don't think that I was at fault. I made a lot of mistakes. I did some wrong in life, and I can acknowledge that. But I was a little kid. I was a child, and so I don't feel it right to blame children for not having the right people, right circumstance, and right environment in order for them to grow and become a good person. I don't think it's right to blame them. And so when you look at life in that perspective, you can quickly see that we're all people. We're all the same. We all start the same. And what I mean by that is, to those people that may have some racist feelings or hatred feelings towards others, ask yourselves, if you were born in their circumstance, if you yourself was born them, with their skin color, their race, their whatever it is, what do you think you would have become as a result? And if you answer that question honestly, you'll realize that it's really wrong to hate. And hatred and racism, these negative feelings, anger, they're only the result of really being misinformed in life and looking at things from only one side. I used to feel like that. In a lot of ways, I was full of anger and full of hate, and I wanted to blame others for the problems that I had in my own life. But I realized very quickly that there is no one to blame but myself. It's all me. And so if I take away any responsibility or any fault from all others, what am I left with? I can't hate. I can't be racist. I can't be angry at anybody. I can only feel that way towards myself. I'm at fault. I'm the creator of my own life and my own circumstance. And so I was able to overcome those feelings by seeking out the answer and really thinking about things and trying to understand and make sense of the world we live in. And the conclusion I came to is that love and hate both are dependent on the circumstance that you grew up in life. And it's unfortunate, but that's the truth. And so to people that haven't reached the point of love and correct emotion yet in life, we should not blame them, and we should not find fault in them, because it is an ever-going process, and it's something that we all have to go through. And for those that are not at the right stage in their lives to make those positive changes, I wish to help those people and not hate them and not try to hold them down. So the answer about racism and hatred, in my opinion, is that they are both primitive emotions, primitive feelings that can only be overcome through education. And I don't mean formal education in the sense of reading books that are given in school curriculums. I mean education in the sense of seeking out these answers for yourself, seeking out the reason for these feelings in yourself, and coming to the conclusion that they're all wrong. We're all the same, and hatred and racism are wrong. Thank you.